Hello everyone and welcome to the daily morning podcast of SBI Securities. So let's discuss how the markets closed on Monday. Sensex closed higher by 276 points to settle at 81,559. Nifty closed higher by 84.3 points to settle at 24,936. Nifty Midcap 100 and Small Cap declined by 0.26% and 0.93% respectively. Moving on to the top 5 gainers and losers on Nifty. So the top 5 gainers were HUL, Shriram Finance, ICICI Bank, ITC and Britannia. Whereas the top 5 losers were ONGC, Tech Mahindra, BPCL, Tata Steel, Hindalco. Moving on to BSE sector-wise advances and decline. So BSE, FMCG, BankX and consumer durables advanced from the range of 0.73 to 1.65%, with BSE FMCG gaining the most. However, BSE commodities, auto, healthcare, services, utilities, realty, tech, power, capital goods, industrials, telecommunication, metal, energy, oil and gas declined from the range of 0.17 to 1.63%. Talking about the market breadth, around 1,650 stocks advanced, whereas 2,390 stocks declined. Moving on to 52-week high, so around 266 stocks scaled new 52-week high, whereas 54 stocks scaled new 52-week low. Talking about the FI and DIs, so FIs and DIs both net bought to the tune of rupees 1,176.6 crores and 1,757 crores respectively. Moving on to global Qs, so the global Qs look supportive as US market overnight ended in green as all indices ended higher between 1.16% to 1.2% ahead of key Fed policy meeting due next week. The crude oil price dipped below $72 per barrel while bond yield slid further to 3.71, the lowest since June 23. With positive Asian market Qs, we expect a positive start for our market today. Now, let us talk about the stocks which are likely to be in focus today. So first we have is pharma companies. So the GST rates on cancer drugs, namely trastuzumab, deruxtecan and osimertinib and durvalumab will be reduced from 12% to 5%. About India, Zydus Life Science, Alkem Laboratories, Cipla, Biocon and AstraZeneca Pharma India are the stocks which are likely to be impacted. Second, we have snack making companies where the GST rate for the extruded or expanded savory snacks will be reduced from 18% to 12%. Pratap Snacks, Bikaji Foods International and Gopal Snacks will likely be impacted. Third, we have is Bharat Seeds. The GST rate for car seats will increase from 18% to 28%. So this will be negative for the company. Negative for the company in short term. PNB Housing Finance. So the board has approved the issuance of non-convertible debentures up to rupees 2,500 crores on a private placement basis in tranches over the next 6 months. So neutral for PNB Housing Finance in short term. Ahluwalia Contracts. The company has received 2 contracts worth rupees 1,307 crores from Signature Global for housing projects in Gurugram. So positive for Ahluwalia Contracts in medium to long term. Easy Trip Planners. The board of directors of the company is scheduled to meet on September 13 to consider the proposal for multiple acquisitions, so neutral for the company in short term. Piccadilly Agro Industries, the company has allotted 28.49 lakh compulsory convertible debentures. The company has also allotted 6.72 lakh convertible warrants at an issue price of rupees 744 each, so neutral for Piccadilly Agro in short term. Pesaro Digital, the company's board will meet on September 12 to consider the issuance of listed commercial papers through a private placement basis and allotment of commercial papers through private placement basis. So overall neutral to positive for Pesaro Digital. Hindustan Aeronautics, the Ministry of Defence has signed a 26,000 crore contract with HAL for 240 AL 31 FP aero engines for Su-30 MKI aircraft. That is neutral for Hindustan Aeronautics in short terms. GMR Airport, the company will acquire a 10% stake in Delhi International Airport from Fraport AG for $126 million. The company's stake in the airport will increase to 74%, so positive for GMR in short term. Office Space Solutions, the company is selling its facility management division, Office Care, to SMS Integrated Facility Services Private Limited for a total consideration of rupees 27.5 crores, so positive for office in short to medium term. Action Construction, the company has received an order for 99 forklifts from the Defense Ministry, so positive for Action Construction in short to medium term. Hero MotoCorp, Aether Energy Limited, an associate company of the company, has filed a draft red herring prospectus with SEBI, BSE, and NSE Limited. The IPO will consist of a fresh issue of equity shares aggregating up to rupees 3,100 crores, along with an offer for sale of 2.2 crore equity shares by certain existing and eligible shareholders of Aether Energy. So positive for Aero Motor Corp in short to medium term. IRB Infra Developers. So the company's August tool collection was up 20% YOY at rupees 503 crores. So positive for the company in short to medium term. Arvind, the company has made a further investment of rupees 48 crores by way of subscribing to equity share of his wholly owned subsidiary Arvind Technical Products Private Limited on a right basis. So positive for Arvind in short to medium term. Dixon Technologies, the company has signed a MOU with HP India Sales for manufacturing notebooks, desktops, and all-in-one PCs. So positive for Dixon Technologies in short to medium term. HG Infra Engineering, the company gets a letter of approval for a road project worth rupees 781 crores from the Transport Ministry. So positive for HG Infra Engineering in short to medium term. Premier Energies, the company has received an order worth rupees 215 crores for solar water pumping system from the UP Agriculture Department. So positive for Premium Energies in short term. IREDA, the company signs an MOU with SJVN and JMR for a 900 megawatt hydropower project in Nepal. So positive for IREDA in short to medium term. Zaggle Prepaid Ocean Services, the company has agreed with HDFC Ergo General Insurance Company Limited for the reward platform Zaggle Propel. So positive for Zaggle in short to medium term. Lemon Tree Hotels, the company has signed a new property in Nashik through its subsidiary Carnation Hotels Private Limited. The property will open in the financial year 2026. So positive for Lemon Tree Hotels in long term. Moving on to IPO offering, where first we have is Cross, where Cross Limited has opened for bidding on Monday and was subscribed 0.88 times or 88% led by retail investors. The company is looking to mop up rupees 500 crores. The offer consists of a fresh issue as well as OFS, each worth rupees 250 crores. Tollin Tires, so the company has been subscribed 1.8 times on the first day on Monday, led by demand from retail investors. The company is looking to raise 230 crores via offering, which consists of a fresh issue of equity shares worth rupees 200 crores and OFS worth rupees 30 crores. Next, we have is Sri Tirupati Balaji Agro. So, Sri Tirupati Balaji Agro Trading Company was subscribed 124.75 times on the third and final day on Monday. It was subscribed 15.16 times on the second day of subscription and 6.36 times on the first day. And last, we have is Bajaj Finance, where the Bajaj Housing Finance. So, the Bajaj Housing Finance Limited initial public offer was subscribed 2.02 times on the first day on Monday. The 3-day offer entails a fresh issue of equity shares worth rupees 3,560 crores and OFS worth rupees 3,000 crores from his owner Bajaj Finance Limited. Now moving on to bulk and block deals, where first we have Strength Limited, where Dodona Holdings Limited sold 10.2 lakh shares at rupees 7,020 per share, while Siddharth Yog bought 10.2 lakh shares at rupees 7,020 per share. Next we have Ecos Mobility, where Plutus Wealth bought 4 lakh shares at rupees 460 per share. Electro Steel Cast, India Opportunities Growth Limited sold 1.05 crore shares at rupees 209 per share. Moving on to insider trades, where we have Camlin Fine Science, where the promoter Infinity Direct Holdings sold 13.38 lakh shares and promoter Infinity Holdings sold 6.63 lakh shares on September 4th. Usha Martin, promoter Peterhouse Investments sold 10 lakh shares on September 6th. NRB Bearings, promoter Harsh Beena Zaveri bought 28,000 shares on September 4, while promoter Harsh Beena Zaveri bought 24,000 shares on September 6th. General Insurance Corporation of India, promoter the President of India acting through and represented by the Ministry of Finance, Government of India sold 59.43 crore shares between September 4th and September 5th. Sonata Software, promoter Rajshekhar Datta Roy sold 48,000 shares between September 3 and September 6th. Sapphire Foods, promoter Vijay Jain sold 1.47 lakh shares and promoter Sanjay Purohit sold 2.33 lakh shares on September 6th. 361 WAM, promoter Anirudh Taparia sold 25,000 shares on September 6th. Moving on to pledge shares, where we have ADF Foods, where the promoter Parul Bimal Thakur revoked a pledge for 3.5 lakh shares on September 6th. Moving on to the trading tweaks, where we have corporate action, where first we have is price band change from 10% to 5% for Rajika Jewel Tech Limited, Premier Energies and Simcom Formulation India Limited. Ex-record buyback for Jai Corporation, ex-dividend for Manali Petrochemical Limited, MSCC Limited, Sirmas SGS Limited, and ex-record dividend for Vedanta Limited. Yeah, so that was all from the Fundamental Daily Morning Podcast of SBI Securities. Thank you for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.